Welcome back, my beautiful friends. Today I am sharing 5 things that I do every single day, even when I'm in a flare, to support my body, my nervous system, and above all, my sanity. Number 1 is easing into the day and also finding the slow moments wherever I can throughout the day. I think I've shared this with you guys before, but I do set my alarm about an hour or two sometimes before I need to actually get out of bed. And this allows for me to just doze in and out of sleep. It allows for my muscles and my body to wake up really slowly so that when I finally do put my feet on the floor, I have a much better chance of surviving the morning. Number 2 is lymphatic drainage. I have 3 different ways that I drain my lymphatic system. Fun fact, your lymphatic system is the only system that cannot drain itself or move on its own. And so it really relies on vibration. I know you guys have seen this machine before, but I wanted to show a couple of different ways that I use it depending on how much energy I have. The other thing that I do is jump on the trampoline. This one is a lot more rare because it does disrupt my autonomic symptoms. And then last but not least, I love my gua sha. I try to do this every single morning and every single evening, and it makes a huge difference. As you can see, my face is starting to turn red, and that means that I am getting a lot of really good blood to my skin cells that are in my face. So this helps with aging and wrinkles, all of those good things, and obviously is moving out all of the toxins out of your body. Look at all that gorgeous life I just brought to my face. This definitely helps with puffiness for sure. Number 3 is some type of movement. And I know that this is something that everybody always says, but movement looks a lot different for those of us with chronic illnesses. On a really excellent day, I can sit on my exercise bike for 5 to sometimes 10 minutes. I can go for a walk out on my property. I can use the trampoline as I showed earlier, but most of the days this is what my exercise looks like. And the only intention here is to just get your body moving, get the blood flowing so that your entire body doesn't completely shut down. You don't have to look up fancy exercises. Just think about different ways that you don't typically move your body. There are ways to do seated jumping jacks. Let me demonstrate. Nice little subtle, slow movements, just again to get that blood moving so that your body has an easier job healing. Number 4 is nourishing foods. We are going to spend a lot of time in this category. Number 1, because it takes a lot of time between grocery shopping and prepping the food and making sure that you're using the food before it goes bad. It is all so incredibly overwhelming. So I wanted to share a couple of things that I do to make this a lot easier on those really, really bad days. Number 1, when I cook something, I cook double the amount. That way I can put some in the freezer, or at the very least I have a couple of extra servings that are hanging out in the fridge that I can kind of rotate in throughout the week to give myself some diversity and a lot of really good nourishing ingredients. We love breakfast in this family, whether it be for breakfast or for lunch or dinner. And so one of the things that I like to do is make a really large frittata, as you see me doing here, which is basically just sauteing whatever vegetables you have on hand, and then you throw together, depending on the size of your pan. I used a 12-inch pan here. So I've got 8 eggs and a quarter of a cup of almond milk. And then I just threw that over top of my veggies. I threw in some Swiss cheese and some mature cheddar. And then I just threw that into the oven. It's basically like really easy scrambled eggs. And so again, when that comes out, I can cut that into squares, put some in the freezer, and throw it in the toaster oven for some really delicious breakfast sandwiches on the go. When I'm ready to throw the leftovers in the freezer, which I basically do as soon as it comes out of the pot, just so it goes into the freezer as fresh as possible, is I'll grab some super cubes. You'll see those here in a second, but basically it's just, individually sized ways to store your food. Here I am with severe brain fog, and I have labeled the bag mushroom wild rice soup, and this is actually chili, so I'll have to go back and change that. But I have previously frozen these, and then I just pop them out and throw them in a Ziploc bag and then pull it out and throw it right into a hot pot, and it's good to go. Here's an example of one that I pulled out of the freezer today. It was this creamy chicken soup that I added some little stellini, little teeny star pasta. So good. Last but not least, number 5 is hydration. I know that some of these things really feel like a given, but again, it's more about how you approach it. For me, I like to make multiple hydrating beverages at one time. You guys have seen me get my little setup on the couch already, and I make sure that I have at least 3 to 4 beverages so that I do not have to get up and I can make sure that I'm staying nice and hydrated. So I will always make tea. I've been into rooibos. Please tell me if I am not saying that correctly. I did Google it, but Google doesn't always know the right answer. Next up, I have electrolytes. I love these Good Anya and also the little True Grapefruit or True Orange, True Lemon, True Lime. It is just crystallized, whatever fruit flavor it is, 1 ingredient, 0 calories, and the Good Anya has great ingredients as well. I also love Spindrifts because, again, their only ingredient is fruit juice. Coconut water, always good to throw in smoothies and ultra hydrating. And that's a little fun, a little Junie, a little iced tea situation, probiotic beverage, delicious. And then I just want to take the last couple of seconds of this video to slow it down. That is the number one thing that I am working on every single minute, or as many minutes as possible throughout every single day, is slowing it down. We don't need to walk fast. We don't need to move fast. We don't need to think fast, because all of those things are going to overstimulate our nervous system. And so I've really been practicing finding and romanticizing the small moments. Let me really enjoy this delicious frittata that I made.